It was an awesome victory speech. It was
Thank
really
you.
amazing. It was you were just spilling your heart out, and it was in your moment to shine. And in your moment to shine, you didn't make it about you.
I think I fight better that way, when I'm it's always about me, like throughout the training camp, like everybody, like my coaches and teammates, they're always, helping me. And it gets to be a bit much sometimes, and I want to help other people. It fills my spiritual cup more,
Your spiritual cup.
Yeah. I think that, I've, if your hand's closed to give, you can't be open to receive, kind of thing. And I think that the more that I can give to people, the more that I can get myself, And I think that, just like plants and animals, the way, if you look at nature, everything is a symbiotic relationship. And I think that humans can be the same way.
That's an interesting way of looking at things. Have you always looked at things like that?
No. I shouldn't say not always, but I always was a person that, wanted to be outside, wanted to be in nature. I grew up in a urban jungle in Milwaukee, and just concrete everywhere, no place to go outside except for, just playing in the alleys and stuff. But my lineage is from Lithuania, where they're very in tune with nature, and they're pagans and / Christian. And so they really, just my whole family, they come from living off the land and stuff like that. And so that's always been something I wanted to do. I was just put in this situation, just to, try and do martial arts and trying to I guess control my emotions and stuff, just living in this, chaotic environment that I grew up in. And nature is where I felt the most peace at. So that's always something that I connected with. And then the more that I kind of focus on nature and animals and stuff like that, I noticed that, there's I try to live my life the same way.
Well, it's just interesting leading up to that fight, too, that you are kind of like the antidote to a lot of the things that people are getting annoyed at in MMA. All the trash talking and all the negativity and all the, fighting at press conferences. And you just shut all that shit down with Joanna.
I mean, there needs to be balance, It's I like entertainment, I'm not, I should talk sometimes too,
Right.
But there just has to be a balance, and it has to be honest too. If you really feel this way about somebody, if you're really upset with this person, say how you feel, but don't just go out of your way just to be entertaining because you think it's gonna be funny or something, or you think it's just gonna be it's not genuine,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it was just the way you handled yourself, because her whole thing is talking shit. Her whole thing is scaring people. I'm the boogie woman coming to get you. All that stuff. And you were just dead-faced. And I think that fucked her head up. I really
think so. You ever see that video of what was that video?
How to humble a bully? How to humble a bully?
Not that one. The one you just showed me earlier was is this dude standing in front of an elephant?
Oh, yeah.
And he started charging at him.
And
then he was calm, and he just stood
lucky.
there. Yeah.
That guy got lucky.
Very lucky.
He got lucky.
I don't know
that
how
elephant
crazy
really
he
didn't
was,
want to trample him.
Yeah, we just watched it. Elephant is coming through and is
yeah, I've seen that.
And the guy just stands there in one spot and it stops.
That guy got lucky.
But yeah, I think that's
Don't try that at home,
no,
kids.
Yeah, no. Yeah, not advertising that at all.
Obviously, because you're talking about an animal.
Right. But it's just, I think it's a good analogy to draw from Joanna's energy. She was very chaotic and very in my face and very threatening,
intimidating.
Yeah. And don't go out of your way to stand in front of an elephant that's running at you. Don't put yourself in that position. But I had to be there. That's my job, So
Right.
So when you're in those situations where you you don't know what to do, you just stay calm.
Yeah, well, you didn't just stay calm. You stayed eerily calm. And you were reciting the Lord's Prayer. When I asked you that, I was like, whoa. I was like, what are you saying over there? And you're like, I'm reciting the Lord's Prayer. I'm like, whoa.
Honestly, because the whole training camp was just crazy. But that week in particular, I was convinced that this might be my last fight. This might be my last day on earth. I was so just ready for anything at that point. You know?
Why were you thinking that might be your last fight?
I don't know, some crazy. I don't know. Just because I don't know. I think I started to think that almost every fight, just because it's
crazy way to make a living.
Yeah, it's tough. But it's the best thing in the world too.
Especially all of the stressors that came along with this fight in particular.
Right.
Especially all of those, like, and then we've had in that fight we had a few, like, kind of, I don't want to say magical moments, but say for instance, we bring Mishka with us everywhere we go.
Your dog.
Yeah, our flight was delayed 4 hours, and when we landed like a few hours after that truck drove through the park and killed all the people in New York, which was right by our hotel. Which if we would have been there on time, we would have signed the posters and then been outside at the park walking Mishka. So I mean, just little things like that. Like we would have been outside maybe at that spot and had been witness to that thing.
Or at least would have heard it or something, you know. Right. And that would have affected me, you know. And
the Antifa march.
Yeah, and there was just all this stuff about, you know, like people going to be protesting and stuff like that. And they even, like, the day of the fight. And I just get a lot of anxiety over that stuff. I get anxiety over, like, big crowds of people. And it's like, you know, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's... I wasn't even just thinking about the fight with Joanna. It was more than that, you know. It was like what all her energy represented to me, like all my past, like just negative people that you know want to strike fear into your heart, you know. Right. And I wasn't gonna let that happen, even though I was scared. But you know, I wasn't gonna stop doing what I was doing just because of that.
But you were like eerily focused. Like one time she stuck her fist in your face and touched your face. You didn't even move.
Yeah, because I know she needed a reaction from me. You know, it's just like with anybody. You know, if you don't give energy to something negative, you don't feed the fire. You know.
Yeah, that's got to be a mind fuck for her, though, right?
Right.
She's so used to people reacting to her and headbutting, you know, going head to head with her and trying to show her, and you just stayed calm.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, it's either you really, I mean, it's either one of two things. Either you really dislike me enough to, like, you know, put your hands on me outside of the competition, or it's fake, you know, or it's a character, or you're just doing this for show. Right. You know, it's either one of the two. And I just don't think she's really a bad person. I just think that, you know, she's put in this position and maybe she, you know, that's what she felt like she had to do.
Well, I wrote something about the Volkan Ozdemir Daniel Cormier fight the other day, that what Ozdemir was trying to do and what Cormier was trying to do is like they're trying to sow seeds of doubt, that you're trying to, there's a real issue with someone that's about to fight where you're about to compete and it's this crazy nerve-wracking thing and the unknown is always there. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
So if someone can convince you, I'm going to fuck you up, you're like, God damn, is he going to fuck me up? Like you really start thinking it if you if it's in your head. And that one of the things that Daniel said in that fight was that there's levels to this thing. Like you think you're gonna come in and fuck me up. This is crazy. There's levels to this. You haven't experienced this yet.
Right, and that's just something that I have a lot of respect for Joanna still. You know, and I think it's great that I was put in this position to face her because I had to get better in order. Like I had to get up to that level, you know, to face her, and I had to do a lot of research and work on my mental stability. I mean, she kept saying I was mentally unstable, like in those, phone calls and stuff, like the conference calls beforehand. And I was like, at first,
why was she saying you were mentally unstable? What was the?
I don't know.
Because Rose is mentally unstable.
Yeah. Well, my dad is.
She was correct.
Like in what way?
I mean. Well, I don't know. To me, I can't speak for myself, but like,
Pat,
it's just
I can speak for her.
Please do.
I mean, I'm sure you could come up with all kinds of stuff, but
no, it's like everyone getting ready for a fight. It's there are some people who can be excited about the fight the entire time and they don't give a shit about anything and they love it. And then there's also the ones who get ready for a fight, and while getting ready for the fight, it's nerve-wracking, and especially with all of the Boogie Woman and all the you're mentally unstable, and then in the history with her dad and her history growing up and just all of those things coming to a head. This was exactly what Rose wanted it to be, the scariest possible situation for her to be in New York with the Antifa march that happened in front of the hotel the morning of. We almost didn't make it to the fight.
Back up. You're not in my thoughts at all.